Welcome back to my week 8 picks. Last week I went 11-4, which would bring my overall score this season to 70-37. Not bad for a Canadian guy making football videos in his man cave. So if you're looking to bet on games, maybe just make the same picks I do and you'll make some money. Last week, my worst pick was easily taking the Dolphins over the Browns. I'm sorry, Cleveland. I owe you an apology. You guys absolutely destroyed them. As for my best pick, I mean, a lot of the picks were pretty easy this week. So I'll go with picking the Lions over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One, because it was a really tough game to pick. And two, the Lions won by multiple scores. But that's last week. Let's get right into this week. Thursday night football, we got the Chargers versus the Vikings. Now, I predicted the Chargers to win last week. I got it wrong. I'm going to predict them to win again this week. This time, I think they really get the win versus the struggling Vikings. Hopefully, this is a 1-0 start. Next, we got the Dolphins versus the Falcons. I think I gave the Dolphins a little too much credit last week. This week, I'm giving them absolutely zero credit. Give me the Falcons to win easily. Next up, we got Chicago versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are expecting Lamar Jackson back. However, I think he might be a little bit rusty. The Ravens were still losing even when he was in the lineup. The Bears are starting to become a really underrated team. Give me the Bears to win. Bills versus Panthers. The Bills are coming off a bye week. They're going to be fresh. They're going to come out having something to prove. Give me Buffalo, and I think they win by multiple scores. Jets versus Bengals. The Jets are easily the worst team in football. The Bengals have new life with Joe Flacco. I'll take Cincinnati. 49ers versus the Texans. The 49ers surprised me last week. I didn't think they'd get the win. The Texans' offense has been absolutely horrible. Even if their defense has been fantastic, they have not been able to put up wins. So give me the 49ers here, but I could also still see them taking a loss. Cleveland versus New England. New England is on one hell of a hot streak right now. Drake May is still playing incredible.
So hot right now.
And even though Cleveland had a huge win versus the Dolphins last week, I think they come back to reality. So give me New England at home. Okay, Giants versus the Eagles. Getting a little bit of deja vu. They just played 2 weeks ago. And as you know, I horribly predicted that game wrong. Seeing the Eagles get that big win versus the Vikings last week and seeing the Giants completely collapse versus the Broncos, I think at home I can feel comfortable picking the Eagles this week. Bucks versus Saints. The Bucks had a horrific loss last week. They lost Mike Evans again, this time probably for the rest of the season. As much as I love the Saints, as scrappy as they are, give me the Tampa Bay Bucks. Cowboys versus Broncos. Now, usually I would have definitely went with the Broncos here, especially at home. Dallas has an amazing offense, but a terrible defense. Broncos, for the most part, have the opposite, although their offense can be great at times. But you know what? Give me the Broncos in a high-scoring game. Next up, we have the Titans versus the Colts. The Colts have just proven everyone wrong. It's not a fluke. The Colts are good, and the Titans are terrible. So give me the Colts at home. Sunday night football, we got the Packers versus the Steelers. This is probably the one I'm having most difficulty with picking. The Packers just had a huge win. The Steelers just had a big loss. Still, this is one of the craziest seasons of unpredictability. So give me this as my upset of the week. Give me the Steelers over the Packers. Last but not least, we got the Commanders versus the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Big news coming out today. Jaden Daniels will miss this Week 8 matchup. Now, I cannot say just how big of a deal that is, especially playing PrimeTime in Arrowhead. I don't think I have much of a choice here. Give me Kansas City to win. All right, everyone, those were my Week 8 game picks. Let me know what your picks are. Let me know what you think of my picks. Other than that, please don't forget to subscribe. I live stream as many primetime games as I can, and I will never miss an Eagles game. Until then, enjoy your pleasant evening.